Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Rose Peter Graham. We've been doing this, since 2005 and 2019. That's during the general election, like when the program started. And of course, it's on full steam. But, we went, down for a little while. I mean, cooling off because of the COVID issue. And guess what? A lot of us have excuses for the things we were meant to do that we didn't do. So we just practically just use that COVID period as some form of excuse. But today is about time to say, stop it. Stop making all those excuses. Get to work. Do those things that you should have done that you've been unable to do or you've been helped. And we actually enjoyed the rest we got, but right now we just have to get behind the wheel and get it moving. So now the Federal Republic of Nigeria will be having, another major elections, and that's in 2023. And the the candidates and of course the parties, especially the major ones, have been throwing their weights around. And then we know one of them has been going all around the world, to Canada, the US, the UK, speaking to Nigerians, while the others have been back home, of course, also doing um, their thing, and they've been throwing slings at one another. And we've been wondering who is going to be the winner. Some people will say, oh, we know the obvious winner for the next election. Be that as it may, as it usually is with some of these elections, be that as it may, we would still, the drama that follows these elections, especially the campaigns, are like really, really, that makes it really interesting. And all the talks, this bantering that we do via television, the radio, articles on newspapers, and all of that makes it really interesting. Election period, really nice. And then you get on social media, you see how what is it called now? The supporters fight themselves. There's nothing like, I don't even think that we can actually have what happened in 2022. I mean 2015, I meant to say. It was huge, the fights, between the supporters of Buhari and Goodluck Jonathan. Man, a lot of people went on loggerheads, and you'd be surprised. Brothers, sisters, family members, uncles, that everyone were just fighting each other. It was like tearing people up. But anyway, it's nice. It's good. But today, I guess most of us are back as friends. Are we? Because I can tell quite a number of people actually blocked me on Facebook. But today I'm still your friend. We're still friends no matter what. And of course, these politicians, you know how it is. There's no permanent friend, no permanent enemies, just permanent interests, like they say. Yeah, 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 that's it. So now, I would like to like check one of two things that's happening on the news today. I actually saw why the Labour Party is use and dump party, and that's the PDP that is actually saying that. I've actually had a number of people saying this, like um, candidates will run on the Labour Party, and then at the end of the day, after winning, they would leave the party and move maybe to the APC or to the PDP. I guess the former governor of Ondo State, if I'm correct, Mimiko, yeah, he actually did that, and that's the platform that Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State, is using. He's the presidential candidate for the Labour Party, and he left the PDP. But I really do think that the PDP's actually made a big mistake by letting him go. They could have worked out something, but of course, Obi is due for presidency. First of all, he was first the vice presidential running mate of the former vice president, that's Atiku Abubakar. But now, I mean, is a frontliner now, like a lot of obedience everywhere, wanting him to be president. A lot of people actually want him to be president. But I think they could have worked out something. But now he's on the Labour Party, and it's making the Labour Party look like, okay, whoever come to us, we don't have a strong legs, we just need a powerful candidate who comes to us, and then that will be our driving force, you know? So, Let me see. For now, so it says why the Labour Party is used as why the Labour Party is used and dumb party. That's what the PDP said. Sorry, I just had a bit of distraction here. And if I can check that, what it actually means is what the PDP is actually talking about. I must tell you one thing. I don't know why my producer is letting me do this. Because the truth of the matter is that today we are actually test running because the program is on Friday live, and we're gonna be here for 2 hours talking to you. And now he's making me do this, but let us see. Okay, but I could just read out everything that is in the news for you if you're watching me. Said I'm proud of APC Buhari Award. Nobody else can campaign in Rivers. Oh my goodness, that's Wike saying that. You know, Wike, the governor of Rivers State, is actually a thorn in the flesh of the PDP. And I think the PDP actually make a wrong move by letting him go. And the card that they played, oh my God, how could they be so silly? How can they make a mistake once and then you're making that mistake again? It is simple. It is so simple. Let's be fair. I like to be fair. Wike held this party while no one was there. Okay, you see, the PDP was on for like what 16 years, and then they claimed they were going to be there for 60 years. I want you to come ride with me. They claimed they're going to be on for that long, but sadly, they were booted out in 2015. And someone would actually think that the PDP would be a solid opposition, you know, while the APC was in power. But they seem to be like they just fell apart. Completely fell apart. And they are the weakest opposition I could ever imagine. Nobody was speaking for them. But then there was still someone that was pulling the weight for the party. And Wike happened to be that person. Let's be fair. Atiku sat, you know, breezes. It comes into the country once in a while, lives in Dubai, you know, comes in and then, of course, throws his weight all around and being like a kingpin of the party. Of course, they do respect him. Of course, he deserves to respect a former vice president. But who has been backing the party? Who has been standing firm for the party? When the governors needed a leader to help them. Look at, I'm sorry, I really have to say that, but that was what it seems like. Obaseki of Edo State looking like a wet chicken after Shomole have dealt him several blows. Who stood for him? It was Wike who stood for him. Wike was there. The different times the party was going through challenges, turmoils, and the rest, Wike was there. And now, what's his name now? Atiku came in, once again chosen as the vice presidential candidate of the party, and he now wants to choose a vice president. He chose someone that has no political sagacity. Is that the word? And that's person of Okowa, the governor of Delta State. Of course, he's got a political war chest. There's money, you know, to throw around for the campaign. But we're not even feeling that because who knows him? What is your vice president bringing to bear? What weight is he bringing in? I've been using that word since, but we're talking about power when it comes to the political, you know, this drive. Imagine a Wike as your vice president, Atiku. Imagine what you would be doing right now. You'll be sending chills down the spines of the of the APC and the Labour Party. Talking about the Labour Party, are you guys losing your steam? Are you losing your steam? I don't know what you're doing, but I'm not feeling your effects. It's like you're getting tired. But before then, someone from the APC, an APC supporter, haven't I seen that they've stopped doing rallies or blah 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 blah? Please, just keep on with the momentum because you can now stop and every other person is picking up. I'm doing better, you know what you started. I mean, keep doing that. But you see, I keep rolling, but I'm still going to keep coming back to the PDP's choice. I think Atiku made a wrong choice, and he just keeps making that wrong choice. And I'll say this like I usually say to my friends, when we are debating and arguing over these things, is the book former Vice President Atiku forgot to read. It's The 48 Laws of Powers is there by Robert Greene. Just pick it up and read. Oh my goodness. Pick it up. Pick it up and read the number one rule: never try to outshine the master. And that was what he did, and Obasanjo didn't support him at the end of the day. So imagine if Obasanjo has given him a support, he would have been president. Why don't you just know when to soft pedal, He would have been president. And now again, there's another rule in the book. I don't know. I have to read that part again. But the fact is that why wouldn't you have someone as strong as Wike as your vice? Even when other strong members actually wanted him, and then was he afraid Wike might be doing, make him might do the same thing he did to his former boss? I don't know, but that was a really big mistake Atiku made, and Wike has been a thorn in the flesh of the party, or like a spanner in their wheel, and that is why the PDP is not making much impact in this election yet. But I usually know there is always a joker at the end, but we don't know what the joker is. But as it is right now, is the Emilocons that we know that'll be forging ahead, So that's it. And I think we've been talking now for 15 minutes. That's pretty good. I can't believe I can actually do that. They say it or stuff like that, right? Off my head. Oh my goodness, what is this? A 54-year-old grandmother eaten alive by a python. Wow. That's actually on Vanguard newspaper. I'm going to touch on that later. I mean, you could get to read that if you want to, but that's some news. But what is actually making reigns now on social media is politics. Pastor Adigboye rechristened me Abraham. Oh, Father of all nations. That's Tinubu saying that. Oh my goodness, we get a way of bringing God into politics, religion, and politics, according to the late Majek Fashek. A lot of people know all the tricks, and the Karl Marx would also said that religion is the opium of the people. So when you use that, when you want to get into the minds of the people, you use religion, you tend to get in quick, just like that. So you could just imagine. Buhari participates at opening of World Bio Summit in South Korea. Buhari, that Buhari again. That should have been in Nigeria to see the flood victims. A lot of people are losing their lives in the Niger Delta. As their houses have been washed away. They are suffering. There's no food. They can't even move from place to place, and they have such an insensitive president. It's sad. It's sad. It is really sad. I want to say in the history of Nigeria, we have not known a more horrible, terrible, worst, president ever. 11 children die in school fire in central Uganda. That's a sad story. So the flood series is lifting houses above flood in Delta State. I don't know how we got here and how we allow things to get so bad in Nigeria. Obi urges Nigerians to reject presidency by proxy. I like that. And there's one thing about Peter Obi. He can talk, he will talk you out of the universe. He always has something to say, and he's always cogent. And I think Nigeria needs a man like that. But I don't know if the powers that be is ready to have someone like Peter Obi. But the truth is, we do need someone that's away from the status quo. Nigeria does need someone like that, and I just wish they would allow. Let us even just see, if he would be able to turn things around. But I believe he would be able to because Nigerians actually need the change that the PDP talked to us about. That at the end of the day, isn't a change. It's absolutely no change. As a matter of fact, things got worse. Can you beat that? Things got worse in Nigeria. Talking about a change indeed. I think all those people who sold that idea to us, they should be ashamed of themselves. If they have any shame, they should constantly apologize to Nigerians and try to remedy the situation. I don't know how they are going to do that, but it is a shame and it's really terrible. So Fani Kayode is saying, the lawyer says, PDP will give Nigerians hell if party wins in 2023 elections. How would the PDP come back to power? That is what I really don't understand. That I have a feeling that be coming up. And there's one thing I want to guarantee our viewers is that in the studio, we will be having a number of Nigerian politicians coming to speak with me. We'll be having Skype interviews from those who are, of course, they're over there in Nigeria, and we're here. We'll be talking to them, and also, of course, we're gonna have the phone lines will be open so that you can ring and speak to us. And oh my God, look at this. They said over 10,000 doctors left Nigeria or UK in the last 7 years. That is a brain drain. It's a rip apart, like yanking everything out of the best of our nation that could actually make our nation better. Those are what has been taken from us. It's really horrible. So I mean, it's bad. PDP will give Nigerians hell if party wins 2020 elections. That is really true. I mean, did I say no? I don't know. I absolutely don't know. But I'm saying maybe that's the joker we should be expecting about the PDP coming in. Article blast Tinubu over Dubai comment. Oh God, give me a break. They are friends. What's he blasting Buhari for? Ah well. See, these are part of the news like that will come up and you know we'll be going through them one after the other. Blast who? You guys are friends. Give me a break. Biafra, why we won't release Kano? FG tells appeal court. That one is another issue. We'll talk about that. I don't know what Tinubu is blasting at. Atiku is blasting Tinubu over. Emilokon and the articles, and the likes. Okay, now, so I'm going to be rounding off, and as I share this clip, I am pleading with you that you join us on Friday. Yes, that's it, on Friday when we go on live with our guests and with everyone. We're going to be talking about everything nice, everything beautiful, everything spicy. Is Rose on all sides? We are on all sides. And everything beautiful we're going to be discussing on the show. And I really want you to join us. I want to carry you with me. Let's have a fantastic show. Let us talk. By talking, sharing ideas, there is so much that we can do, and it will foster understanding and appreciation, and we can work hand in hand in a better way like that. We could actually do that. We can do that. So the phone lines will be open so you can call in so we can talk. Let's discuss. You know what I'm saying? And that's the much I'll be doing today on the program. I'll say thank you very much for joining me. It's so good to have you. My name remains Rose Peter Graham, and come Friday the 28th, the program is gonna start. And yeah, we're gonna have a really good time. Thank you very much for joining me. And for me, it's bye bye. And Prince is my producer behind the camera. Say thank you, Obong, Alistair, share your day. Our CEO, the Ben Television. Everyone just make this program, a success. I say thank you. We'll do this again. Bye-bye.